Y'all ever wonder what a fisherman carries in his backpack? Well, lucky you! Today I will be breaking down everything that is inside my backpack along with a few of my rods and reels. Real quick before I get into this video, I just want to thank all of you guys who have subscribed to my channel. We are now at 1,000 subscribers. Like, I still cannot comprehend that. Like, there's 1,000 of you subscribed to this channel. But hey, what can I expect? You guys are the absolute best. So without further ado, let's hop into this unbagging, I guess. So because you guys are probably more interested in my rod and reel setups, I'm gonna go over them. Quick disclaimer, this is not even close to all the rod and reels I own. This is just my general go-tos, and I will explain why. So starting us off, we have the Shimano SLX DC. I think this is the 8.3:1 gear ratio reel on this thing. And then I got the 7-foot heavy action rod. I use this setup for throwing big swim baits like this or a big jig. Moving on, we have the Shakespeare Agility rod and reel combo. This I use mainly for finessey stuff like drop shots or weightless plastics. Next in line is, of course, you already know, the Garcia Black Max. Paired up with it is also the Berkeley Cherrywood rod. I use this main setup mostly for throwing lighter lures that this thing is way too heavy to throw. So with this, I would throw like chatterbaits, crankbaits, some topwater. Mentioning topwater, this was the thing I used in the last video. I haven't taken it off yet, but go check out that video if you haven't already. Video would be up here. Another thing to mention is that these two setups are like what you would find in Walmart, and they are so good for their price. So if you're new to bass fishing, I would recommend to get these two to start out with, because I'm still using these to this day, even though I have stuff like this. Now next up, we have a fly rod. This is a 5-weight. If you don't understand the weight classes for fly fishing, I'll break it down super easily. The fly weight classes go from 1 to 12. 12 is for the biggest fish, like you can catch sharks with that kind of stuff. But then 1 is for the smallest creek fish. So this is a 5-weight. The 5-weight is a good all-around reel because you can catch small panfish all the way to pretty nice sized bass too. So what I have here, this is the Temple Fork Outfitters Next Black Label. This is one of the best starting combos in my opinion. However, it does come a little pricey at over $200. I will have all this gear linked down below. Now that we're done with the rods and reels, let's get into this bag. I cannot quite recall the name of this bag, but I will have it linked down below because it holds a lot of tackle, as you guys will see in a moment. Got my wallet, of course, fishing license, sunglasses. I got fly fishing tippet, just in case I go fly fishing one day. The rest of this stuff in here is just random stuff because these are for GoPros actually. This is the screw on here. Just in case it breaks, I carry extras always. Got a knife in here. One thing I really recommend you guys to get is these things. This is like a really slim scissors, so I use this cut fishing line. Moving on, this is something worth an investment in. I like to call these things nippers, and what you do is you unhook it. So there's little knobs right here that make it lock, but when you unhook it, you can grab onto things. So like this is for detaching a hook from a fish. You grab it and then it locks and then you just pull out and then boom, hooks out. So this is rechargeable battery I use for GoPro batteries and stuff. To anyone who's just starting their YouTube channel, I don't think the camera is the most important part. What I would say, invest in a good chest mount. On sites like Amazon, you can find very cheap GoPro chest mounts. However, they are made of plastic and this is made of some type of mesh and it's very comfortable on your chest. Not only is it comfortable, because of the big surface area, it allows for the GoPro to not make any shaking noise, which I found very problematic when I was first starting my channel. So go ahead and spend that extra $10 and invest in a better chest mount because that will improve your video qualities a lot. So this is my scale that I use to weigh the 10-pounders I catch. I got some random hooks in here. I don't know why. Neck gaiter, American flag version. These things will protect your neck from the sun. Rapala fish grippers with the magnet so you can clip it to your belt or something. This is handy for catfishing. Just because I left this in my bag from night fishing, I got 2 headlamps. What I like about this bag is you can actually lay it down and then zip it all the way around. So it kind of opens up like a sandwich, I guess. One reason I got this bag was because I can fit all this tackle on it. Yes, it is very heavy, but most of the time I just remove the boxes I don't need for that day's fishing trip. In here we got a little pocket where I just stuff all my soft plastics. I got Zoom flukes, TRD Ned rigs, KVD Senkos, Gulp live minnows, Guggen Squad bandito bugs, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. All right, let's put this down on the ground for now, make room for all my tackle boxes. Well, here they are. I have them organized into 3 categories, kind of. This is like for big swim baits / jerk baits and stuff. This is mainly just for hooks and weights, but I do have some soft plastics thrown in here as well as this stuff that I need to reorganize. Stuff like this popper belongs right here. That's the top water section. Crankbait, jigs, inline spinners right here, and I really need to organize. Blade baits, frogs, miscellaneous, and a few jerk baits that I don't really use. Currently, this is quite the mess, so I'm gonna go ahead, reorganize it, and we'll see you then. And bam, I don't think it got much cleaner at all, but I did sort out some externalities. Because I don't want to make it too boring, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick out my favorite lures or the most unique ones I own. Starting off, we have the Guggen Squad Filthy Frog. As you can probably tell, the legs are a little short. Yes, I cut it way too short. I regret it so much. Got a few other frogs in here, but we got a little rat in here. I was trying to film a video with this a long time ago, but the tail kind of fell off and I never got around to it. So maybe I gotta go try this again. In my top water section, I have the Whopper Plopper 90. This thing is so sick. Like, you guys gotta go get this if you haven't already. It will make top water fishing a lot of fun and it's pretty easy to use. A lot of the rest of these lures are what I kind of found or someone gave me or what I got from like a mystery tackle box, like that thing right here. In my hooks and weights, I have VMC flipping hooks, drop shot weights, swivels, flipping weights. Oh yeah, and this is a pretty interesting soft plastic my friend found while we were night fishing one time. Just check, that's the proportions of it. I don't know what's supposed to imitate, maybe an eel, but let me know if you guys have ever thrown something like this. Moving on, this is probably my most expensive box. As you can see, this is the River to Sea S-Waver. I'm gonna use this a lot next spring. Got some miniature swim baits, Mike Bucca Baby Bull Shad. Got this wacky bluegill with 1 treble hook. This is something you're gonna throw when you're fishing for bedding bass. And that 6 Sense flow glider also belongs here with the S-Waver. They're kind of twins. This is a cheap Wish swim bait. Moving on, I have a couple of Megabass stuff. This is the Megabass Dark Sleeper. Very good for hopping on the bottom because it has weighted head and a hidden hook right here. This is my most expensive jerkbait. This is the Megabass Vision 110. Oh, these treble hooks are so annoying. Alright, well, if you watched till the end of this video, thank you. This is generally what I use on my fishing excursions. Let me know in the comments what kind of videos you would like to see. Do you want to see fishing challenges? Do you want to go see me trout fish? Do you want me to do lure reviews? Or maybe even start making my own soft plastic baits? So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you would like to see on this channel and I will be happy to reply. Well, I hope I was clear with this unbagging. If you have any questions about the gear, feel free to leave a comment. Leave a like, because that really helps get this video across. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, fish for the adventure.